Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. So I've rigged up a little holder there so my poor wife doesn't have to hold the phone, and now you can travel with me when I'm going from place to place. So today we're headed up to the homestead. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. So today what I'm doing is starting to move the pallets into position. And so I'm going to build a pallet fence, get some green stakes probably, and build that. And I'll run hot wire around it because we do get elk and deer, and not so much worried about the coyotes because there's no meat involved, but definitely elk and deer up here. So I want to be able to protect the trees. Also, we're going to begin to rototill up the space in between the trees, and we'll be planting corn and squash and pumpkins, and I haven't decided what else. So pallets are up over here and I'm just moving them down, and we're also going to be placing a weed barrier down and preparing the land. And then after that, the next step will be to start putting some soaker hoses in and attach it to the well pump so that it will water consistently on a timer. So starting to build it up. God bless. Thanks. Okay, just some projects around the house. So we're turning this space into a garden, and had to replace the tine on the rototiller. So we ordered that a few weeks ago, and weather's getting nicer now. So I'll see if I can lift this up and show you. See, we've got a nice new tine on there now. So that'll be good. Tested it out. Right there, works great. And I'm in the process of raking up all the gravel here, get it back off, and this will become a, I think maybe a pumpkin patch or squash, something like that. Mittens, did we do a good job rototilling? No. What do you think? No. What's the matter? I changed something, didn't I? Stresses are out sometimes when I change things. Anyway, I got it rototilled, so we'll just keep working on building this space up and growing some food.
In the fence around the trees to protect them from the wildlife until they're big enough to handle it. as well as we'll try some different gardening options in here, like pumpkins and squash and stuff. They're already pre-started down in town because the growing season up here is not very long. So we'll see how they do up here. It may not work, it may work. We'll find out.
Yep. And then we brought up our rototiller. So today we're going to be working on our trees in our garden up here.
And we're making it a little larger also because there'll be eventually another row in front of this of smaller bushes, and on the back side another row of trees to make the windbreak 4D.
And we'll set up our irrigation today so that it waters. Okay, you can start to see what it's going to look like. We're putting a stake in every other one, but then we're putting a screw between the end that does not have a stake, just because we get pretty severe winds here. And then there'll be a hot wire, probably 2 lines, one on the top and one on the bottom. And inside we'll have our trees in our garden. Okay, we're still working on getting all the pallets in, but we got some supplies so that we can bury the lines for the water, and we'll continue to work on getting all the pallets in, and we'll rototill up the ground and get the weed barriers in. So we were out working. It was a pretty pleasant day. This happens fairly often up here, but we're getting some pretty strong winds, and you can see the dust cloud moving
Toward us.
You
can see the mountains less and less.
Yeah, so I'll open the door to give you an idea. I gotta push pretty hard on the door to even get out. Pallets are making it, so that's cool. But there's a big gust right there. But it can get right on, that's for sure. Dust is moving. Take care. There. I'll show you the progress we've made today. Done quite a bit. So we're gonna have to get a few more pallets. Sun in that direction kind of blots it out. So I'll come around this way and then kind of show you down here. We've started to set up our lines, and so we got a line down there, and then we're gonna put another line in down here. And then we're gonna bury the. Started right up, Dad. Just just thought I'd show you. We're gonna plant this aspen tree. Okay, so this morning we've rototilled and I've started to trench it with my hoe, and Crystal's working on the other side down to the trees, and then that will run from here to the well pump, and then this way we've also will continue to dig a trench, and we moved one of our pine trees just because our long-term goal here with maybe building a ag building to park the tractor and stuff under, but that runs out to that aspen tree there we just planted this morning, and then the other little pine tree is moved over here near the other one, so we should be able to run it all off the well pump with a buried sprinkling line now once we get done. So, and we'll make sure we take care of the elderberries in here too. So just little by little, getting more sophisticated, and that way it'll be on a timer, and even if we're not able to make it up here for a week or two, the trees will now continue to get Mother's Day, everybody. Just thought I'd give you a little bit of update. We got our plum tree in, and hopefully our nectarine trees will make it. We'll see. Grapes are starting to come out, pears are starting to come out, apple and cherry, so it's a very nice spring. And then I'll kind of show you what we've been working on. Here in town, I turned our rototiller had a malfunction, so I've been turning everything by hand, and I think I need a new carburetor, but in the meantime I've just been doing the old-fashioned shovel. So I turned this again. We'll be laying weed barrier down here pretty soon and setting soaker hoses, and then over here we're gonna move where we had the climbing peas. We're gonna move it over there by the garage this year. Hopefully it'll get better sun. And then you can see we've got the weed barrier down here now. We've been spending all day doing that and getting the soaker hoses in. Crystal's over here. We just got our tomatoes in, and we planted our potatoes for this year. And then we've got lettuce and broccoli down there, right? What is it?
Cabbage.
Cabbage.
Broccoli. Cauliflower. 2 different types of cabbage and an eggplant.
Okay, so we started out about 10 o'clock this morning, and doing pretty well. So just moving all of our projects along. Take care. Okay, it is time to do a test of the system and see if it comes on. Chris is gonna let me know when I get the right zone. We had this put in, I think 3 years ago, and it sure has made things easier for us in terms of keeping track of everything. Okay, so it's on. You can see we're starting to get water, but as usual when we first start there's leaks, so now we got to go through and shore everything up. But we definitely have water running through the system.